Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a scene from the Changeling venue, World of Darkness. In today's scene, we have Sir Alexander Shaw. He has recently gotten word that the Lord Almighty himself, Count Valarius, is in Credigy, and he is on his way to seek an audience with the Count. Is he a duke by now?
He's not a duke.
Just saying. Talk about Valarius. You never know. That bitch changed titles like he changed underwear.
Whatever. Anyway, you show up, and a boggin will show up and let you know. Give the count 5 minutes. He's putting the kids down, and he'll be right with you. And after that, you will see Valerius coming to see you. One of the things you've noticed about him, he is aged. I couldn't find a proper picture for him that's like him, like this guy, but older. But his hair is grown out. He has dreads now, glasses. Still has the body, but he's definitely aged. Before he looked like someone in his early 20s. He looks like he's in his late 30s now. Like you can actually see the age on his face.
Okay. Zander will stand, and you will definitely notice there Zander has changed. When he stands, there's just an air of pride that just like oozes from him as he stands. He has dreads also now. They are braided up from the sides, and then they bunch out like a big lion's mane into the back. He's wearing a really fitted suit, which is common for him these days, and you can tell Zander has been hardcore. It's hella noticeable.
You'll see Valerius cock a smile, bite his lip, and laugh. I didn't believe they said Sir Alexander Shaw ab Liam. I was just like, who? What? Oh.
Yeah.
You look good.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Daddy duties.
And he will give a bow to his head. Amen.
He will walk over and offer a handshake or a hug, whichever he prefers.
He will give him a hug. It's been a minute. It's all good.
Give him a nice, bear hug. So, what's up? What do you need?
It's
What?
how's fatherhood treating you?
I'm content and happy. I haven't been those things in a while.
Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, picture you as but you're wearing it very well.
It's one of those things. They're just more important than me, and I guess that's when I start to age.
Yeah, you can't have
Can't help.
daddy swinging from poles.
Yeah, there's that thing. But anything to drink?
Yeah, rum and coke, of course. Some things never change.
And then you'll see a bargain just appear and just get you a rum and coke, and he'll take a seat.
So, well, wow, where do I begin? It's a lot of things to catch up on. It's been forever. Let's see. Kagoma's out running around somewhere. Last time
That's
I
pretty
saw
useful.
him, we were hanging out in the Kingdom of Northern Ice. Ew, that Alaska. That's all I can say. Alaska. Never again.
What's up there? I mean, obviously,
Lots of ice and.
But what kind of trouble did you get into? As he just looks at you with like this knowing gaze, like.
Some face-eating zombie things. It's all crazy.
Everybody, everyone
Kagoma and I, you got married?
Congratulations. Want to fight both of you. No invitation. Mad.
Well, after the whole nearly being killed by the ice worm, our relationship took a really crazy roller coaster ride.
Bitch, don't get cute. I wanted an invitation. We wanted to come out and like celebrate with you. What the fuck?
I mean, we still have yet to be formally married, if that's what, if you will. It was just a spur of the moment, just of the piece.
Kind of rolls his eyes, whatever.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the formal to happen, but you know, now that he's out gallivanting, we'll see.
I mean, at least you're happy.
To say the least. And that is
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a really great feeling, actually.
Tell me about it. He'll laugh.
Well, you should already know. Yeah. But yeah, you know, well, it was a sense of having someone to come home to, but now that he's on his walkabout, it's just a sense.
Walkabouts happen.
Yeah, especially for Asian. Have you heard of a dual count in the area by the name of Count Hawthorne?
I know his father. During time in the war. Didn't see much of him though. Why?
No, he happens to be a friend of mine. And he has actually requested that I one of his nights. It seems that he's recently had. Pardon?
Look at you. Huh. Hey.
What?
Knighthood is one of those things. You are a knight, so and you're not that bad with that sword. Smiles. Happens.
Yeah. So, actually, I'm meeting with him later to discuss it further. Seems that he's having some problems with a few individuals. Well, with one particular individual who swore a oath of vengeance on him for.
Well, Dolly G. Sounds like a busy motherfucker. Sorry.
Yeah. And he's actually about to on Count Vlad in the political arena. So, and this person who has sworn, has sworn this oath of vengeance on him is now actually residing or in cahoots with Vlad. So it's Shit's getting kind of thick, to say the least.
Another novella. Golly, I couldn't wish to be back in the shit again. God damn it. But as most things go, and most grizzled old farts like me.
Once you rise up in those ranks, your abilities to get down and dirty with the
damn it.
everyday folks dwindle.
Yeah, I don't think my wife would have.
It's like being that old guy in the club. You know you have the skills, but sometimes it just isn't fair.
Kind of. But I would tell you, like I would tell anybody that I've had any type of, political relationship with, what your heart tells you. If you believe it's something you want to get involved in, it's something you feel passionate about, then do it. If your heart's not in it, don't do it.
Oh no, that just isn't the case at all. I mean, he is my friend, and I'm willing to more than help him out in any way that I can. That's he's my friend. In retrospect, we all know that I do not have much love for blood, so I mean, it only seems.
What is it that you don't like about him, if I may be so bold?
What is it that I don't like about him? Well, hold on. Let's take the list. I mean, from that one act, it just seems that everything about him just. I've tried to isolate it, but the thing he does, it's so self-serving. Well, back when the was abducted. Oh, I mean, how could he protect her potential assassin of a dime? I mean, at 1 minute he was there ready to kick ass with the rest of us, and the minute that she screams that she's unseelie, I mean, he's on their side. And how can you claim lands in a kingdom where you're not willing to protect you're not willing to protect it. You're not willing to protect the figure of the, it just doesn't make sense to me. And now his political views are trying to start another damn war. One that we really can't afford at this time. I mean, we still are reeling from the ice storm attack, and there's still unsettled things that we need to find out with the Dantean. I mean, there's just so many things that are going on right now that affects each and every one of us. His personal political gains is just asinine.
Oh golly, look at you having morals and shit. I can't say that I'm not surprised. But what does Kagoma think?
Well, I sent a message to him not too long ago, but I haven't really heard from him, to be honest.
You should probably check with him first.
That's all good and said. That's all fine and dandy. Yeah, I should check with him, but
But if you feel that you all grown and shit, do you, baby?
I want to be able to say that, but it isn't quite that. I mean, regardless of what he has to say, it's not going to change my views.
Okay.
I mean, he will either support me in this or he won't. However, I have to do what I feel is right.
At the end of the day, that's all you can do.
So, but do not think that I have not heard his voice in my head. This is why I was not willing to rush into an answer for Count Hawthorne. It's just that this is something that I really, really needed to think about. And, I was really hoping to hear his views on it. But at the end of the day, I don't think that there's too much that he can say other than if I get myself killed, there'll probably be hell to pay by everyone else around, with everyone else around. But I'm not looking to rush into the mouth of the dragon again.
Well, that's
so to
good.
speak. However, helping a friend is something that I have to do.
I can appreciate that.
I mean, if you are having problems with something or someone, I'm pretty sure that you would expect your friends to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
However, I will say this. I have not done things simply because Eve didn't want me to.
no,
Mm-hmm.
and I can appreciate that. I really can. I can appreciate. I will not go after the dragon again because I know Kagoma doesn't want me to. But taking a knighthood on my beliefs is probably something I would hope that he would back.
This is true.
I mean, it's not like I'm rushing in to do battle on his behalf. However, I will stand by his side if he needs me. Like I said, as I would for yourself, Eve. So. But, yeah, I think this is something that I'm probably going to go forward with. And out of character, it's been like almost a week and a half since I've got a reply from them on that message. So at this point, it's just like, it's been a fucking week and a half of me waiting to do a fucking scene. The month is almost over, damn it.
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
Not freeze. So anyway, back to the point. So yeah, I think this is probably something I'm going to go forward with, but I will be mindful of the way.
You do know, like, what conditions did he put on it?
Well, like I said, I'm going to go speak with him further on the matter to actually see.
A knight doesn't necessarily have to be like a physical one. Like Kagoma wasn't like my martial hand, Romulus was. So
no. I will find out his expectations. It was more so of him making a proposal in the beginning. So we will find out what that entails.
all right, be right back.
So at this point, Zander just looks around. Aside from this, he knows that there's some other things that he wants to discuss with Count Valarius, and he's trying to find a good segue into said conversation. So to make idle small talk about what's going on and what it is that he's actually looking for, as far as dealing with the specifics and his soon-to-be arrangements with Count Cassio. And I have nothing else to say until he returns. So if you are watching this, I apologize for the dead silence. Anybody want a musical interlude? So you can probably fast forward this at this point in about 5 minutes. I wish they had a pause record feature on this thing. I guess because it's live, it's probably not. But I think his pizza finally came, so he has to go and pay the pizza man and get his sausage pizza. I wonder, actually kind of sounds kind of really good. Some pizza. I wonder if his delivery guy is cute. We have this one pizza place called Stoner's Pizza. Trust me, the name is not very ironic. It's well deserved. Best pizza and the hottest delivery boys. I have not seen one ugly delivery boy from that place. It's like, damn. And they all look like stoners. But yeah, all their pizzas are made in an actual brick oven. It's really good. We just had their thin and crispy the other day. I think I will be doing pizza tomorrow night. What is he doing? Is he doing is he paying for the pizza in trade? Dang. That would be funny. I've seen that porn. Okay, I'm just getting bored and stupid now. I think he might be eating a couple of slices.
I had to answer the door. Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of figured it might have been a pizza guy. So I had this whole monologue about you paying for your pizza in trade. It's crazy. You have to go back and listen to it. It's funny as hell. I thought it was.
Yeah, yeah.
How long? I was like, how long does it take answer to know? I bet she's paying for that pizza and trade. I've seen that boy.
He's such an ass. But anyway,
Yeah. So, um, there's also a request that I would like to ask you.
what's that?
I would like for you to teach me Sovereign.
Why?
Hmm.
You do know you have
I
a
think.
not to be funny, but
Second.
you have a commoner husband. he is nobility, quote unquote, but that is power used to subjugate commoners and people that quote unquote she don't like. What I'm trying to say is a dick move.
It's what?
It's a dick move.
Yes. And you know what? And I completely agree. It can be used as a very dickish thing. But I think the route that I am going more, I think it's going to become a very handy thing. Uh, there's a couple of things that I am currently involved in that I'm thinking that this would be a very wise move to make.
What kind of things that would specifically need sovereign?
Well, do you know a, well, let's say, well, actually, as you know, I have taken my oath to uh,
Mhm.
um, it seems that at one point I had another option. It seems that my mother, before she was House Liam, was House Fiona.
Not uncommon.
Um, I started to look into a lot of the background behind that, and it seems that there's a common thread in this, and it's a gentleman by the name of Duke Salim,
Hmm.
House Fiona.
So it's personal. So it's personal.
Um, Actually, I'm glad that I started asking questions when I did, because apparently I had ran into him before I knew about him. So if he catches wind that I am looking into this, I think he may have had something also to do with my father and by my mother.
Hmm. You already know. I'll do anything for you. Just sorry I couldn't have more of a chief hand in your education. Sorry about that.
That's fine. I'm currently under the tutelage of Elith, House Liam.
Count Liam. Why? I said I count. That's a Liam. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Well then, who am I to stop someone who is following his heart? So, I guess the first thing you should know about Sovereign is that it's you exerting your authority over the dreaming. You know, I'm sure you already know that when she get upset, the dreaming around them, it reacts to it in a very strong, very definite way.
I got a first-hand experience in that a few weeks ago at a party at Australia's.
Okay, so Sovereign is just nearly it's a more direct way to channel that authority, that very instinctual, very primal authority that for example, lower levels people are forced to respect you or forced to behave themselves. More higher, more condensed versions of it, you can even curse people. So it's not something to be taken lightly.
Understood.
Also, be careful with that around Ishu.
One.
Um, it's one of those things that I've never really dug into it because it never really affected me in a real way. Some issue that are more traditionalists have very strong beef with she, almost a primal hatred.
Really?
Yes. I don't know too much about the history of it, but that is a thing. Sometimes prejudices run deep. There are those that are more or less unseelie or seelie, whichever, who have very strong opinions about issue, some of which consider themselves nobility. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but some stories I've heard found through the years. There may or may not be truth behind it. So just careful with that. Careful with that one.
Also told that Sovereign will allow you to use Weaver wards, correct?
Yes.
And we have already noted that being able to do this would greatly help in being able to reverse the effects on the freeholds that have been damaged by the ice worm.
It could be a way.
So I am also interested in this. Also, going home every night to a frozen over keep is disheartening.
Well, I will say this. We've award it can place wards. I'm not sure if it can remove them.
At very least, it should be able to protect the balefires from another attack, or at least it.
I see your line of thinking. Give it a shot.
this could work.
There's no real way for me to give you an example of it without doing emotional and mental harm to my subordinates. But what I've given you and what you now know about Sovereign, it should be able to help you along the way. Sovereign is just putting your big boy pants on and getting angry enough to force the world around you to change to your will.
Big boy pants.
You should also take note if somebody possesses more rank than you, won't work.
Understandable, but you know, a larger percentage of the times, those of higher rank usually don't handle their problems themselves. They send those of lower ranks to do it.
Mostly true.
So hopefully it will work against them. And my sword will work against the others.
Look at you. Hope you have enough thugness to like carry that out.
Yeah, looked at each other. At the corner of his eyes, like gives you that gaze, like, "Oh, bitch." Like,
Hey.
gives you that.
You talking that good shit. I'm just saying it's all fun and games until you realize you can bleed. Shit hurts.
Staring down the throat of an ice worm, tends to give you a different perspective on life.
All right. Point taken. So, is there anything else you require?
Well, I would say a night on the town, but Daddy Nudie calls.
We can go for a night on this. No, we have a nanny. And besides, we can catch up. Where do you want to go?
You know what? Let's just go out for some drinks and see where the bottom of the bottle takes us.
Fair enough. You see him disappear for like 5 minutes. Go and talk to the nanny. You know, the nanny's going to take the kids back to Eve, and I'm going to hang out. So, let's go.
And with that, we will call this a scene as the two go out to find the bottom of empty bottles and catch up on the real cray-cray that has been going on. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Good evening and good night.